Okay, starting again. So, hello, and a very good late afternoon here. It's very grey and cold outside today, really cold. And I am today sewing I'm making an apron. Now, I make these aprons I make them and sell them as well. I've made a lot of them, but this one is one that I'm making for myself. Um, I have um, this is the back part of a pair of denims. I'm not even sure if this was mine or one of my children or my husband. That's where I get my supply. Mostly my children and my husband. And I take them apart and I make lovely aprons out of them. I'll just show you one that I made um, last week as a gift to one of my children. It's a birthday gift. He has just started loving cooking. So I decided to make him this beautiful apron. These I've used the legs of the denim and added this fabric here. This is actually curtain fabric that a friend of mine gave me, and I thought it would be nice to use it to make this apron. So it's really quite nice. It's very big, too big for me. My kids are all bigger than me now. But yeah. So this would tie like so. And yeah, it's quite long. I can't show you all the way there, but yeah. So this is one I made last week. And today I am going to use the back of this the back part of this pair of denims and make myself an apron. Now what I am using is this fabric. This one I bought this I can't even remember. I have a whole roll of it. I have made bags, I have made cushion covers, and I still have plenty. I bought this one from IKEA for some, and it was on sale. And yeah, I still have plenty of it, so I'm going to use this to together with that make my apron today. And so I will just go and continue this. I already opened the legs here, the back. I have sewn it together. I'm just going to trim the top so that I have straight here and straight on the top, and then we will take it from there, and I will keep you updated as we go. I'm going to try and let the camera roll while I'm doing that, and yeah, so I'm just going to now draw a line nicely so that I am able to trim up the bits that I do not want here. Yeah, so I hope everybody's all right and that people are warm wherever they are. Winter is still here in Switzerland, and it's the last few days have been really cold. I think on Friday we got a little bit of snow, and I keep saying rather now than until April. I mean, I don't want to have snow in April. We have had that before. Ooh, this light is not very good, eh? I have I don't know what I am doing. Anyway, let's see if I do that. Yeah, anyway, I have a really nice big lovely space to work from, but the light is not really wonderful. Yeah, I'll get to it one day. Yeah, it would be nice if you are watching my videos and you are making anything that I have made. Um, yeah, if you just want to say hello and show me what you're making. I mean, this denim being upcycled into aprons or bags or anything, I didn't invent that. It's been going around for a while. But I've made a lot of them. They make good business for me. I have sold a lot of them at markets. And yeah, it's a good way to use all of these things that otherwise would go to places we don't know or we don't want them to go to. So I'm quite happy to use. I have to say that at this point, most of the denims that I use for upcycling into bags and stuff are mostly coming from my family. I have growing children, so yeah, there's a good, I am very well, there's a good supply. Occasionally I get some from friends also. Next week or so, in the next few weeks, I have a friend of mine who has offered me her collection that she's been collecting, I think, from her family as well. And she's not sewing as much as I do. So I will go over there to her place and get yeah, some of what she has. And yeah, so this is what I'm going to do. I will think this will be about that much. I'm going to sew that lovely fabric on the top here, and maybe I put some frills on the bottom, and then I'll put some pockets. Actually, now I'm a little bit sorry that I took these pockets away. I could have just left them and used them, but I don't even know where they are anymore. I'll probably use them on something else, but yeah, not to worry. Anyway, from a bag that I made, or probably a cushion cover, I don't know. I still have quite a lot of bits and bobs, so this will probably make a good makeup for the pocket. And this will probably work for the ties. And yeah, and then I have some little bits here that so we will see. I like to keep my bits and use them for something else, so then I don't really need to use a lot of this big bit that I cut out. So I will just see how that goes here. Yeah, it's a real pity that IKEA is not selling fabric in its shops anymore. At least not here in Switzerland, maybe some other place. But we are not able to buy fabric in IKEA shops anymore. And so, yeah, I used to also buy a lot of the just plain cotton fabrics from there to line my bags, because I think the prices were very good, and yeah, they worked very well to line the bags that I made. But yeah, we just find other sources where to get what we need. But I notice it's also that more and more around where I live, these fabric shops are just closing down all over the place, which is kind of a little bit sad, because as far as I am concerned, it is nice to buy online, but sometimes some things you need to, especially when it comes to fabric, I personally like to touch it, see what it feels like, and I generally just enjoy going into a fabric shop and roaming around. Just, yeah, sometimes I buy things. Most times I buy stuff that I have no clue what I'm going to do with until I figure it out. And yeah, anyway, I'm just now going to stitch this together. I have just pinned it, and then I will come back. Right, so I have stitched that like that. The plan is that this will be the top here, and that denim piece should be where the pockets go, and then I'll put I think I'll put some ruffles on the bottom using that. Anyways, let's go. Yeah, and I can't remember what I was saying. Anyway, I will just cut this nicely before I go and iron it up. My table is a little bit of a mess. I have my lovely flowers that I was making the other day, and I actually, this weekend, I went to town, and there's a new, or kind of like a second-hand shop in town. So I thought I didn't know it was a second-hand shop, but I thought I'll walk in there and ask the lady who owns the place, because I saw that it was a lady, if she would be interested to sell my my flowers. So I was really, I'm quite nervous when I do stuff like that, but yeah, I went in there. She was a very friendly woman. She was very happy to take my flowers. So this week on Thursday, I am going to go and bring her some of my flowers, and yeah, she will sell them, and then we will see how that goes. So I'm quite happy. I need a lot of courage to do stuff like that, but it's always nice to come away from a good experience like that and to think, oh, it was not so bad like I thought it was going to be. So I'm really happy that I went, and that this lady was very friendly. So yeah, just another way to find a place to sell my work. So I'm just going to now cut this part here, the top part, I think this one just fits like that really well, so that's what I'm going to do, and then we will go from there. Now I have to say, there's really no measurement to what I am doing. I am not measuring this as I go. I am just cutting and doing. When I am making these aprons, mostly, even the ones that I am selling, I am just using the size of the denim that I have to work with, and mostly I make them that assuming that adults are going to buy them, because I don't have really very small children in my household. My denims are quite big enough that they're going to fit an adult. So that is how I work, and I am not really sewing for children, sewing apron for children. But all the same, I don't have, I don't do measurements. I just know what I am looking for, and then that's what I go. So that's why I'm not giving any measurements here, because there isn't any as far as I am sewing. So if you're going to make this and you want to measure, you can use, if it's your own pair of denims, I take it for granted that it will be big enough for you, and otherwise just measure yourself and make the apron that you want. That is how I do it. I decided now against the ruffles, because I don't know, this fabric does not lend itself very much to ruffles. It's kind of like a little rough looking, so I'm not going to do any ruffles. I'm just going to add a little bit on the bottom. When I am finished with this, I will put on some of the other aprons that I made with ruffles on the bottom, the ones I haven't sold yet, and show what it looks like. I have a very, I have a Singer heavy duty overlock, and it works great. I just smile every time I sit on it. It sounds like a tractor, and yeah, but it sews really well. It's the first overlock I ever bought. I've had it now for 3 years, and yeah, so far it's working really well for me. But in my dreams, I dream of a Bernina overlock. One day I'll get myself one. I have a Bernina sewing machine, and I've had it for years and years, and used it quite a lot. And the last time I brought it in for cleaning and everything, the guy who does it said, you know, you have worked on it quite a lot. There's you have to maybe think about getting yourself a new one soon. I mean, they've changed some parts on it before, and you know, every time I bring it, I realize actually the more parts I want to change, and all the things that need to be done, because it's not the newest. It's rather quite expensive at the end of the day. So yeah. So I have sewn the bottom part. I'm not sewing, filming the bits where I am going to sit at the machine because I am assuming that that is not necessarily very interesting for everybody. Yeah. If you have a sewing machine and you're sewing, you know what it's like. And if you so there we go. That is the top and that is the bottom. So that is what I have at the moment. I'm going to now top stitch the bottom and this where I have the joints, and then we'll go from there. Okay. And just go ahead and overlock the sides too. Alright, so I have top stitched the top part here, and I have top stitched that bottom bit there, and then I've gone around and then overlocked all the edges. What I'm going to do is very simply just maybe turn the hem very simply, and yeah, like I said, this one is a very quick done thing. I did put a lot more effort to this one that I made the other day. Yeah, and normally this one was really done. I put bands on the edges and yeah. So we will see what happens here. I'm just now going to do the strings before I fold it in and hem the sides, and very quickly you have an apron. This is the quick bit of having an in less than an hour and a half I would have done that. It took me a lot longer to do this one, a bit more than that, an hour and a half, because like I said, I did make this one with a lot more detail. I don't have at the moment any more denims to make more of these aprons, but so this is really all I had at the moment left. So yeah, but when I get some more, I will do the whole process of taking it apart and really making a very nice one. All right, this now it's going to be, it's a nice big piece, so this will give me the apron strings for the sides and also for the neck as well, because it's a big piece and I just have to fold it and iron it and then hem it. So I'm going to do that. Get my scissors over here. Alright, so I've just gone and ironed my strip here. Now I normally just fold it in the middle, fold it on the either side, iron it, and then I'm just going to sew a straight line down here and down here. It's for me so much easier to do that than to sew the whole strip and then try to turn it inside out. And yeah, so for this, for making aprons, this is really what I do. Just iron the middle and yeah, sew it on either sides to make it look nice and tidy, and you don't have to worry about turning it around. All right, that one is done. am just now sitting at my machine, and all of a sudden I just thought, maybe if I move my camera stand to the other side of my machine, maybe I'll get more light. That only means that my cutting table will be so far away, but I have my ironing board over there, and yeah. Anyway, I will have to think about that a little bit more and see how I do that. So now I'm going to now put the band up here. What I will do is that I will add a piece of fabric here for the fold, and then put the, I still have a lot of these bits that I am working with, so that's what I'm going to use. That way I'm not really going to be wasting a lot of fabric. This is the one that I just got from this is the one that came from the bottom of the apron. So I'm going to use it as the hem for the top here, and then fold my band in it. So I'm going to now just stitch it. Go and sew it down. Okay, so this is what has happened. I have stitched it down, overlocked it, folded it, ironed it like so. And what I am going to do is that I am going to take the, this is the tie for the neck. I'm going to put it in there, fold it, sew it, and do the same on the other side, and then I'll come back and show you. Cut my strings as I go, very important. Okay. My pocket is just right there. Alright, so I have a very long thingy. I sew my string all as a whole because I don't want to have 2 strings to tie. So what I do, then I will just put a knot on the back there. And I do that also because I sell some of my aprons that I make. It makes it possible for size-wise that if somebody was going to gift it to somebody, they don't have to worry about how long, kind of, because you can adjust it. So this is what I have. I've sewn the neck now, and I've added, so this I still need to make a hem here, which is what I'm going to do together with adding the string. Normally I sew my string into the hem, so that is what I'm going to now do. So this is the long apron string. This is for, I just sewed 1 whole strip, and I'm going to cut it now to make 2 for either side. So what I will do is this is where I want my string. So when I am hemming my apron, I'm going to turn it in like that. The apron string is going to come into the hem like so, and then I will hem it, and then I will turn it and sew the string nicely. So I'll come back and show you that when it's done. Just threading my machine because I ran out of thread here. Keep going. bottom now. All right. So I have decided that I am not going to put what you call it, a pocket on this one. Actually, I'm just going to leave it as is. Then I will show you some of the aprons that I have from the aprons that I have made the last few. Actually, all the aprons that I have left that are not sold yet. Now I sell these at markets. I have, and there we go. So I decided I am just going to leave it like that. I think it's all right. And yeah, easy cooking apron. Put the strings away. It ties all the way to the front. It's long enough. And yeah, very quickly I have an apron. Now, you don't have to use all denims to make aprons like that. You can use just, I think, any old fabric you have. But for me, this is a really good way to use up, or yeah, upcycle, recycle denims that I am not going to wear anymore, and that I don't just chuck them away because I don't know exactly where they're going. And this way I know that if somebody buys an apron, they probably will keep it and use it for a while. So that's my apron all done. Now here I have some other ones that I made. These ones that I made and haven't sold yet. This was around Christmas. Normally I do that also. So this one has the pockets from the denim itself that is still there, and it looks like that. It has a ruffle on the bottom, and I've just used some quilting fabric. I've edged it very nicely there, and then on the top right here I have my label, Alice Pieces. The next string is quite long too, and yeah, and then you have a long string to go with it. So I just tie that one like that. Like so. And then you tie it. The strings are quite long, like so. Pockets if you needed them, and then you have your ruffle on the bottom. So that's one. I have quite a few of them here still. I'll just show you a couple more. I like this fabric quite well, fits really nicely. And then I have this blue one, which I actually dyed the fabric myself, and yeah, made this lovely apron like so. And then I have this one. This was, I used the leg of the denims and made one like that. There's the pocket, and then it has ruffles on the bottom, so that's the leg of the pocket, the leg of the denims. And these ones are the back part. I normally use just the bottoms of the denims for the aprons. And yeah, there you go, and that one looks like that. And then I have this one that I really like with the orange. This is also the leg of the denim that's been made into this beautiful apron. I sell these for 32 Swiss francs, and I cannot tell you off the top of my head how much whatever other currencies people are. And this is also one of my real favorite ones. It's also yeah. So that's what I have, and I have two more here, but hey, an apron is an apron, yeah. Anyway, so I wish everybody lovely, it's evening here by me now, and once again I hope I have inspired somebody to go ahead and get creative, make an apron. They're very easy to make, and yeah, and have fun making it. And if you are so kind as to like my video if you've watched it, or share, and if you must comment, just remember we just want to encourage each other as we do good work and enjoy what we're doing. There's enough other stuff in the world that is not very nice. So all right, have a lovely time, and yeah, thank you very much if you've watched this video. Bye bye.